In an all-time series that has been dominated by Michigan, Michigan State has had trouble getting out from under U of M's shadow. But after 2 straight wins over their in-state rival, the Spartans are looking to shed the title of a little brother once and for all and establish MSU as the top football program in the state. The 103rd meeting between the in-state rivals, Michigan and Michigan State, both of course coming in undefeated with top 20 rankings. Mark D'Antonio was on the sidelines before the game but coached the game from the booth. He saw his running game continue to roll. Second quarter, Edwin Baker up the middle, bounces to the outside. No one's catching him. 61 yards to the house, 7-3 MSU. But the Wolverines respond. Denard Robinson to Martell Webb on the right sideline. He pushes his way into the end zone, putting U of M on top 10-3. MSU back on offense and back to the run game. This time it's Le'Veon Bell. He's not even touched. Down the left sideline, 41 yards for the touch. MSU back on top 14-10. The Spartans led 17-10 at the half and really started to dominate the third quarter. Kirk Cousins shows the Spartans can do more than just run. He airs it out for Mark Dell. Touchdown MSU, 41 yards, 24-10 Michigan State. Michigan's trying to come back, but Robinson did this a few too many times. Johnny Adams picks off the pass in the red zone. That would be one of 3 Denard Robinson interceptions. Michigan State, meanwhile, didn't turn over the ball once. Instead, the Spartans were just scoring touchdowns. Larry Caper plows across the goal line. Michigan State keeps the Paul Bunyan Trophy in East Lansing, making it 3 in a row over Michigan with the 34-17 win and moving to 6-0 on the season for the first time since 1999. Ryan Slocum has more from Ann Arbor.
This game came down to big plays, and Michigan State made all of them. They had 5 plays of over 40 yards, 2 of which went for touchdowns. Then on defense, they picked off Denard Robinson 3 times, 2 of which were in the end zone when the Wolverines were about to score. The end result, Michigan State wins for the 3rd year in a row. It's the first time they've done that since 1967.
This is the best feeling I ever felt. I mean, I never played here. We just won 3 in a row. Oh, I'm amped. I'm excited. All these people to shut them up, just quiet. It was amazing.
You know what? It's a backyard brawl with everybody here. And it's truly a privilege to be a Spartan. Just going to take this win and hang on with it for a little while.
I'm just disappointed we didn't play better. You know, our guys played hard, but we didn't play well, and they played well. You know, you got to give them credit. They played well, and we made too many mistakes against a good team to win today.
You know, they asked me outside there about the little brother thing, and the only response that I have is maybe someday the little brother goes up, and at least he can compete with the big brother. And, you know, makes it a game every week. You know, when you play Michigan in state, and when you win away, you know, it's special. We've done something that hasn't been done for 47 years. Win 3 in a row. Michigan
State had not won a game at the Big House since 1990. They have now won the last 2 meetings. At the Big House, Ryan Slocum, ABC 12 Sports.
All right, thanks a lot, Ryan. Well, Michigan and Michigan State weren't the only ones playing football. CMU hoping to come up with an upset today, taking on arguably the best team they will face all year. The Chips down in Blacksburg, Virginia, taking on Virginia Tech. Central looking to pull off a shocker and doing it early on. First quarter, Ryan Radcliffe goes deep to Jerry Harris, who makes a great grab for the touchdown. 7-0 CMU. But Va Tech quickly responds. Tyrod Taylor looking a little like Denard Robinson, keeping it himself, 72 yards to the house, and we have a tie ball game. Second quarter, the Hokies looking to put any talk of an upset to bed. Darren Evans with the go-ahead touchdown run, 14-7. Virginia Tech would not look back, wiping out CMU 45-21. Well, CMU wasn't feeling an upset special, but South Carolina was, taking on #1 and defending national champ Alabama. Look at this. Steven Garcia's touchdown pass to Alshon Jeffrey makes it 21-3 South Carolina in the second quarter. The Tide would cut the deficit down to just 1 touchdown in the fourth, but it was the Gamecocks Day. Marcus Lattimore 2 yards and in. South Carolina pulls off the unthinkable, knocking off #1 Alabama 35-21. Flint native and reigning Heisman Trophy winner Mark Ingram was held to just 41 yards. In the GLIAC, Saginaw Valley with a big 43-31 homecoming win over Michigan Tech. Brandon Hayes and Chuck Dowdell both running for a pair of touchdowns for the Cardinals. As for Northwood, the Timberwolves beat Indianapolis 31-24. Quarterback Aaron Shavers with 2 touchdowns on the ground and 1 through the air. Well, believe it or not, we had more than just football today. The Red Wings coming off an impressive 4-0 win over the Ducks last night. Tonight in Chicago, facing the defending Stanley Cup champs. The Blackhawks raising their Stanley Cup banner before the game. Red Wings trying to ruin the celebration. Game tied at 1 in the second period. Brad Stewart bangs the puck off the boards. Todd Bertuzzi collects it and puts it in for the go-ahead goal. 2-1 Wings, but Chicago is going goal for goal. Still in the second, Brian Bickle fires past Chris Osgood for the equalizer. 2-2. In the third, Wings on a power play. Valtteri Filppula racing past the defense on the left side right to the net and puts it through. 3-2 Detroit, and Chicago would not match it. The Red Wings spoiled the Blackhawks party with the 3-2 win. The Saginaw Spirit fighting to go to 7-1 against the Guelph Storm. This one goes to a shootout tied at 1. Check out the move by Vincent Trocheck. That goal puts the Spirit ahead in the shootout, meaning they just need a stop by Maverick Parks and they would get it. The first place Spirit win for the 7th time in a row, 2-1 in a shootout. We also had a little baseball tonight. AL Divisional Playoffs, Minnesota at New York. The Twins trailing the series 2-0, and their fortunes against the Yankees would not change tonight. Bottom 4th, Yankees already up 2-0. Make it 4-0. Former Tiger Marcus Thames gets all bad on that. A 2-run shot for a 4-0 lead. The Yankees are just making the Twinkies look silly. They win 6-1 to take a 3-0 lead in the series. And we also had the Rays and Rangers. Texas leading the series 2-0, but Tampa finally gets something going in this series. Tied at 2 in the top of the 8th. John Jaso lines one into shallow center. That scores Carlos Pena for the go-ahead run, 3-2. The Rays would add a pair of solo home runs in the 9th as they win it, their first of the series, 6-3. Like you said, a lot of sports today, one of the biggest sports days of the year.
Tomorrow, the Lions, right?
The Lions against St. Louis, possible first win of the season.
We will check that out tomorrow, Evan. Thank you, and we'll be right back with a final word in just a moment. Stay tuned.